Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to be recapping the Commanders versus the Chiefs game. It was a hard loss. We looked good for a little while there and then just kind of faded towards the end. There was some good stuff, not so good stuff. It's hard to play the Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium. I thought the boys did well for the most part. So, BH, how you doing?
Doing good. Yeah. It was kind of the tale of two halves again.
Mhm.
I thought our D did pretty good. I went and looked at a bunch of stuff because things started, to kind of once again fall apart. I guess a lot of it might have been psychological if those first two drives didn't end up in going out in downs and having an interception.
Yeah.
That it's just hard. You can't, it's almost, I hate to say it, but you almost have to be perfect against KC in KC,
Hmm.
and it would have really it could have helped sort of steamroll things a little bit. You're putting up point. They play differently now, but then all of a sudden, you interceptions, and you know how it is when you stop a team on downs, how it just fires your team up, boy.
Yep.
When you stop them, and then there was just no going back. I thought they had a good plan. The way they were doing things, they had a spy on Mahomes, used Frankie to spy and Reeves to spy. They did a good job with that. And they did sort of a shell, and like they kind of were doing a good job bringing in different blitzers, but like they were trying to contain him a little bit. I mean, they sent blitzers, but it didn't, I don't know. The only guy that got through was really, what's his name? Martin. Yeah, Martin. I think he had 4 pressures and 2 sacks. I mean, he had a great game, but it just didn't seem like any. I mean, we kind of hit him after a few throws. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. What did you think?
Yeah, well, defensively, I thought in the first half they did good.
Yeah,
The 2 interceptions, Lattimore got the one, Bobby got the lucky one. Just Kelsey bricked it and he got it, and they held him to 1 touchdown in that first half, and that was good. And of course, the offense didn't do anything with the 2 turnovers, which was unfortunate. We probably could have had another touchdown there. The 2 turnovers on downs. I thought that one to Zach Ertz was good, but they wouldn't show the side that you needed to see. They were terrible about that.
I know.
When
Yeah,
Kansas
you made.
City had their thing, man, there was like 20 different freaking views. But for us, it was like the 2 worst, the oblique one looking down from behind and the one from the other side of the field where you can't see the ball or the line. And so it's just like, what I thought he had it. So bad
Yeah,
spot there. But yeah, the second half, leading up to the second half, Kansas City had the ball last at the first half. So that was like 5 plays that they had before the half. So our guys played 5 plays before the half, and then they come out and they get the ball first thing. And they roll down 8 plays, 75 yards, score. We couldn't do nothing. Their next set of downs, 8 plays, 75 yards, score. We couldn't do nothing. Their third one was 13 plays, 94 yards, like 6 minutes off the thing. And we still couldn't do anything. And then even their last one, even though it was only 25 yards, it was 8 plays. So it doesn't matter how many yards you're making, it's per play. So it was something crazy. Like, their first, their 4 drives after the half were like 37 plays. Our guys were gassed halfway through the third quarter. But I thought the guys did good. I thought Reeves did really good. He was slamming them. Quan did okay. He was like 50-50. He had that penalty because he's an idiot, and that ruined it for us. Oh, speaking of penalties, we only had 3. That was
I know.
amazing. I think it was a clean first half, actually. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but I think it was. And so, yeah, I thought Luvu played. We talked about having Luvu maybe do some defensive end stuff. It kind of looked like he did some of that.
yeah, yeah. He did. He
So,
stood up, and that's why, like, sometimes he seemed like I saw him just stay at the line. You could tell he was watching Mahomes a couple times. I think they wanted to mix that up, not have the same guy. And then other times, like you said, he stood up and went.
yeah.
So to your point, yeah, he was coming in like right off the edge. He was standing. It was like actually pretty. It wasn't like a blitz. It was pretty obvious he was on the edge and coming in. So, yeah, I mean, guys individually did seem to play pretty good. I mean, I didn't see a lot of terrible PFF scores, to be honest. I mean, maybe just some of the backup and rotational guys did, but everyone else, I mean, I thought we saw some really, some good stuff from just about everybody. Even, gosh, Lattimore had like an 89. I mean, all of a sudden he's like all world.
Yeah.
Who knows? But that's the other thing. It's like that's all fine and good, but hey, you got to do it week, and not 89 every week, but you can't be just dropping 49s and shit.
Yeah.
And we do that a lot. Where, hey, that guy had a great week, and next he has a 44, and like that's the kind of thing that's frustrating. No continuity. So yeah, I think Mariota looked a little shaky with the games we saw him last year and the games we saw him this year. And Kansas City's defense is really good. Mm-hmm. And, that crowd is loud. That'll get anybody. He's not the first guy, but, he threw some crazy throws, but they actually worked out.
Yeah.
Kind of that lob and then that insane one to Terry, which I think that had to have a 0.25%.
Yeah.
The fact that he even got the ball there,
mm-hmm.
and the fact that Terry was had two, pinky toes holding on, and they called Terry incomplete twice. You mentioned it, like, why not call it complete,
right,
and then review it?
Yep.
But no, both times, and then both times, luckily they got Terry. He had a really good game. Brandon Coleman came in.
Yeah.
A little controversy there. Because, all of a sudden, I think Tunsil, had a little hamstring issue, but he started, but then he came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Coleman went right in. He's obviously our best left, but for 5 weeks he was inactive. Like, we can't use you. So they knew that Tunsil was a little not doing so good, which I don't know. It kind of bums me out because they did the same thing with our defensive end, the guy we got
Dorrance
from
Armstrong.
Dorrance had a hamstring thing, and he tested it out before the game. Goes, yeah, I think I can go. Then he goes out and he tears it.
Mm-hmm.
So anything can happen on any play. We've seen that, but that kind of stuff really bugs me, man. If a guy's in warm-ups, if the guy's hamstring just ain't there, don't let him go in. I hate having to have backups, but there's Dorrance for the year. I'm not blaming anybody, but now this is 2 incidences where, but at least, it looks like, Tunsil didn't wreck anything, but obviously he couldn't go. But anyway, Brandon Coleman actually went in and had a decent game.
Yeah.
So good for him.
And they must have known that was going to happen because George Fant is our backup left tackle, and he was on the inactive list, and Coleman was playing. So they knew something was up.
Exactly. Yeah. So, so anyway, overall, thank goodness we have, was it Jacob Martin? I guess he's kind of our main dog.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Great.
Yeah, he did. And Jordan McGee got a bunch of snaps. I thought that was good. I think they're kind of filtering in some of those guys, letting them play. Amos is still our overall best rated DB. Mike Sainristil, you pointed it out. We're kind of critical. Like, why are these guys not developing? What's going on? And Sainristil continues to have some struggles. I don't know what that's about. Whether, we talk about it. Is he an inside guy? Is he an outside guy? Can they make up their mind? What's best for him? But whatever it is, he's just not clicking. Whatever.
It's just like the Coleman thing. Look, they put him out to left tackle. He did good.
Yeah.
You put him at left guard, and he's not playing good because he's probably used to being a tackle, and that's the better position for him. So they got to clean up their act in this area. I think what they did this past game, too, was use people in different positions. I know people are screaming for, get rid of Bobby Wagner. You can't get rid of Bobby Wagner. You put Jordan McGee out there and let Bobby take a rest. He does 100% of the snaps every single game, and he just should not be doing that. And so it beats up on him, and like he got burnt on that Travis Kelce one. I don't know what that, Kelce was like, he was blocking. And he goes out, and Bobby's like 15 yards away from him. And that's how they beat us in the second half. In the first half, Mahomes was firing off. He was getting them out there quick, maybe a couple longer ones. But in that second half, just as soon as he got the ball, he'd linger in the pocket. Then he just roll out to the left or the right and just let his guys run around till he saw one of them was open. Our guys are getting gassed. We're running a 4-man rush, getting no pressure. And so that play is a 6, 7, 8 seconds he's got back there, and our guys are trying to cover. And eventually, one of their guys, Worthy, is going to get open. Any of their guys are going to get open. Kelsey's going to get open. The running back coming out is going to get open, and that's how he destroyed us in that second half. He just, fuck it, I'll just stand in the pocket for a second nonchalantly, and then just roll left or right. Look for the guy that eventually, because he can do that. He's got that, he can do that, and he can fire.
Right.
So, I mean, that's how they torched us in that second half. And to your point about Luvu spying on him, it kind of worked against him on the one play because he was like, he broke towards, because he thought Mahomes was going to do something. He dumped it off to Pacheco or Rashee Rice coming out of the backfield when Luvu should have been spotting on Rashee Rice. That was his guy coming out. So, you damned if you do, damned if you don't with Patrick Mahomes. So
yeah, it was tough. And I think it's like, if you do a 4-man rush, one of the 4 guys has got to really crash it and get in there. I mean, someone has to break free. And then if they get stumped, they do. And then I know the people, I think Jordan McGee played, I couldn't figure it out. He played a lot of snaps too, but he didn't sub. I mean, Bobby hasn't been playing 100%. He's been taking they've been bringing him in, but Bobby and Luvu didn't lose a lot of plays. So I'm not sure how they did it. Maybe they, I don't know, pulled the strong safety out a little bit, went
maybe
more
Reeves.
In the run. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. And let him just come, right up and do both. But it's good to get him in there. He's super fast. He's super quick. He's got to do better in coverage. But that's how all young guys are. And so I was happy about that. But man, one guy, and one thing I'm really worried about is what happened to Bill, man? The dollar bill, just like you could see his face on a milk carton, man.
Yep.
Missing. Where's Dollar Bill? What happened to Dollar Bill? So I don't know what you think about that. I mean, did they just give up on the guy, or did he lose it?
I don't know. He had flashes for a second there. Some of his stuff looked really good for a second. He was trying to break stuff. They keep them at the A and the B gap and just not. I don't know what the deal is. I think you need the hammer up front. I mean, he's good, but I think you need Chris Rodriguez. If you're going to slam through the A and B gap, let Chris Rodriguez do it. So
yeah, it's weird to me. I mean, maybe it's just like all rookies. He can be a liability in blocking, because they all are, every one of them. If you look at PFF, look at every rookie running back, and they all have a 31 pass blocking, because it's just, they didn't have to do it. They were the star of their team. They ran the ball and they killed people. And the same with pass catching. Like you say, well, put them in on passing downs, and it makes it sound simple. Yeah, you just run out in the flat and catch it. No, you have to read and react. You're going to go to a space. If the safety's here and this guy's here, you go out. And that's how Kelsey does it. Dude, why is Kelsey wide open? He reads the defenders pre-snap. He runs out there and he just knows where the soft spot is. Mahomes knows he's going there. And so you can't trust a rookie sometimes to get to the right spot in receiving. You can't trust the rookie to pass block. And maybe that explains it. But, oh, man, I'm bummed for that kid. But hopefully he's studying, working hard in practice. They can design some better plays. Like you said, oh, my God, A and B gap. Give him something. Give him a pitch.
Yeah. Let Rodriguez do the A and B gap. Let him do the pitch stop. And let Jeremy, what's his name, do the passing like he did. McNichols did great. Yeah. That's the lineup. They've got it backwards. And they only had, like Dolores was asking, where's Chris Rodriguez? I think he only had maybe 2 snaps. Why?
I know.
We bitched about this stuff last year as well, too. So, I don't know. I thought Mariota had some couple good runs. I think, though, like what happened to Mariota, too, is that Debo threw his hands off his helmet on that first one. That'll drain you. You know what I mean? And that interception just hurt us. We marching down the field. Debo right through his hands, bounces off his helmet, and they intercept it after such a great drive. And so that'll just take the gas right out of you. And then the next 2, turnover on downs. Now they turned it around and then got a touchdown, but from there on out, they just couldn't make it happen. So
Yeah, and then Debo didn't do jack anyway.
no.
The rest of the game, he was like a non-factor.
Yep.
So, well, that's the dark part, man. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll know better on injuries. We got Sunday night coming up.
Yep. Against the Seahawks.
So we can do our preview show this Friday.
Yep.
We'll get the injury reports because we've got some guys that are banged up, Tunsil and a few other guys, Terry, them. So we're not sure who's going. Hopefully we'll know better by Friday.
And there's another one. There's Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Did he come back too soon?
Another
Are they
one.
setting him up for injury? Are they setting up fucking RG3 for injury again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
don't. Daniels.
Yeah. And was Terry on a snap count? I don't know. It was just weird. All of a sudden he was playing, and all of a sudden he wasn't playing. And it's like,
re-injured himself.
Yeah. Hopefully all it is.
Soon.
Yeah. Hopefully all that is in those two cases is the hamstring tightened up. You go see the trainer, you work through it, and you go. But if it's re-injured, what a waste. Because, man, you re-injure that hamstring, it's over. So,
his quad is what was injured.
That's right. It was his quad. Yeah, up on his thigh.
And the way he caught, that one touchdown or that one on the sideline, that knee went down and hit pretty hard. And so,
two pretty amazing catches. So I have to say, those are incredible. So, all right, dog. Well, let's get that one. Left a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah,
but got to move on just like they do. So we'll do the preview show on Friday.
Yeah, well, it gives us hope coming up against the Seahawks. If they can recreate what they did against the Chiefs, but hang on.
Yep.
They may be able to do something. It's at home. So that's going to be Sunday night, everybody. Tune in for me screaming and yelling. And BH will be in the chat on Sunday night. And make sure you tune in for our show on Friday, the preview show. So,
all right, man. Good job.